Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Kill.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the run, it's Pumphrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the Titans first down.
Set up. 10 over.
Check 52. Come on. Hey, check. He's crashing.
Switched on Travis. Let's go.
Now back to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Go.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check safety.
Protein spill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Alpha. Hey. Shoot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Johnson was the intended reception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You.
Look at me, zipper.
You got motion man right there.
5.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
You better bring it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check nickel.
Topper.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from
of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Collins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
General West. Go.
2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cut.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready,
So
ready.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking.
61, matchbox, lights.
2nd and 10. And a catch made by Hopkins. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
5, 2.
Back to throw here. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
First down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Switch. Now.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Pushing his way through. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They run with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards. On the catch and run, a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Hill. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Echo.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And some space here. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready up. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Get it.
Back to throw. Hill. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
50, play. Number 1. Hey, over.
Hey, come on now.
To throw is Hill. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
55, 55. Hey, eat. There's a party now. Check, 55, come on.
Now Hill. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. after the incompletion on first. Now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Hill. Finding Green complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Hill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 40. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Get it.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
60 outlaw.
Hey, let's go.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Titans' 1st down.
On the double.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Blue draw quarter. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Protein spill.
Slam, slam. Watch out.
Hey, shoot. Big rip, big rip.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
I'm here all day.
Back.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready, ready.
Check 59, 59.
X3. 218. Chop. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 8-3.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
General West. 5. 59 Mike. Check.
Now back to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Check, crunch, 61, matchbox, lights.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Tight dog.
Pilot, 64, weak.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We go set. 90 Wolf. Twistone, Travis. Fresno.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, 5.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun. Hill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. Final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. ball downfield and score. They got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And, Charles, you know what coaches